Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy Sawyer here. Welcome, new subscribers. Great to see you here. And thank you all for your amazing comments. Well, on all the recent videos, we're really building something beautiful here. So without agenda, I've pulled a few cards, and today we're going to play with that one, that one, and that one. So the first two messages are Orca with song lines. And song lines speaks to wow, I've got all sorts coming in here. The spiritual path, the ancestral path, elephant's path, the long-term memory, and how we return to the essence of our soul song. So it's almost like that's all collapsing. It's very gentle energy. Aboriginal. Singing ourselves home. For me, this is the most beautiful depiction of Capricorn. So this is about reliability and the sea goat. And it's funny, actually. I was really pondering the other day on all the Capricorns that I know and how I feel they are somewhat misrepresented in traditional archetypal astrology as business makers, as just go with that. I don't really even want to speak that in, but as that kind of linear business, hardworking kind of energy. And I was pondering that all the Capricorns I know are actually really gentle bunnies. They are sensitive and they have a beautiful kind of water signature to them. I adore this image. So reliability and song lines speaks to, So the song lines is coming in that highly creative 30 energy. 30 pulls the blueprints straight from the void. And 30 is highly creative, but it can be unstable. It can be scattered, ditzy. It can procrastinate and just kind of spin around its own creativity. And I'm curious now that that's coming out with the goat and reliability, and which of those song lines is reliable, and not to get hooked on the whole making and productivity addiction. That Capricorn energy is asking for discernment. It's asking for discernment, maybe even action. Okay, we'll continue and see where this goes. And then from the Magic of You Oracle, we have this beautiful thing. Which is speaking to me about wow, I can see like a Egyptian kind of cat here on a pyramid. But this is the sacral, the center of passion and creativity, coming in on that one. Make peace with your past. Yeah, this is like the root girl. Which deck is it in? It's one of the shamanic decks. This is like the root girl. So we've definitely got ancestor here and healing. Chiron's coming in. Let's bring Chiron in with that key. Chiron's coming in, which is being heavily aspected by the current astrology at the moment. So lots of kind of really deep, but it feels deep and soft, like there's nothing jarring about this. It's a slow pace, a dissolving energy. And that's coming out with merge with the flow. Yeah, okay. So now I have this bringing in dream state. And this bringing in dream state. I know it's become somewhat of a ubiquitous statement that I'm having really weird dreams, and I'm hearing it from so many people. But the dreams seem to be taking on a different texture, like they've elevated weird to a whole new level. And serendipity is also coming in on that 30. And that beautiful green speaks to what's deep in the heart. So if we put the song lines, if we put those two 30s together, that's asking me what is deep in the heart? What is the deep song in the heart that wants to be released through the emotions? It's old. Okay. And if we go to the herbal astrology, oh, we have the wounded healer, Chiron with Jupiter. Okay. So we're warming up now for the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction, which is going to aspect Chiron. Everything gathering around that Aries point is going to aspect Chiron. I'm going to stick to Western just for simplicity, but I would guide you to feel into the energies. And that's giving me a pain in my head. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's because Uranus is here. Right. So the wounded healer is coming in. Yeah. This is speaking to the higher self, or the kind of seeming battle between the higher self and the lower self, between the animal self. Well, if you kind of go from solar plexus down and solar plexus up, the lower base morality coding, the lower base emotions tend to be stored in the base and the sacral. And the part of us that reaches to the angelic realms is kind of solar plexus. That's kind of the fusion point upwards. Yeah, it's got to be cleared out. This is deep, deep, deep wounding. to really open up that center of creativity, connect us back in with joy and passion and the full range of expression. So that's my ouch. Mercury and Uranus. Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to read this one. Lion's Mane, 18:9. It's wrapping up karma. It's dissolving karma to take the wisdom and the learning. So that's leadership. So Mercury and Uranus. We have sacred masculine. What did I say? Was it the last video? Masculine spiritual fire coming online. Sacred masculine leadership, ambition, provider, strong-willed, spiritual power. Mercury, Uranus. The lion is a symbol of power, animus, the primordial essence within the sacred masculine that expresses itself as relentless determination, ambition, focus, and will. When we meet Lion's Mane, we immediately feel a regal and generous presence. When out of balance, vanity and overconsumption block the flow of love coming in to inspire ambition. Love and ambition in the same sentence, just noticing that. Power isn't powerful when you put others or yourself down. You are a wielder of raw power and may be destructive if consequences are overlooked. Lead your life from a place of compassion, leadership, and the rest will follow. And immediately I get the word consistency. And what is consistent? We also have Libra, the balance. And we also have Aquarius. Mercury, Uranus, and Aquarius must equal genius, but balance in the creativity is something. We'll leave that one there. And then we have, teacher. It's part of Chiron's makeup is the teacher, the wisdom keeper. So 33, what do we have here? We have Saturn. Okay. So Saturn and Capricorn. Is this the rebirthing of ambition? Is it as simple as that? Arnica, teacher. And we have the song again. It's very slow, this energy. I love it. I love it. Oh, how lovely. It's the underlying card is Blue Lotus. I was journeying with Blue Lotus this morning. I didn't write it down. I can't remember it, but it was gorgeous. Just journeying it with the energy of the flower. So we have the sun and the moon here, which speaks straight to the eclipse. Is it the eclipsing of old Capricornian ambition and kind of bringing in the song lines and the dream state and the love? Is this where we begin to refuse, including the sacral and the heart? This is a new kind of alchemy. This is, I have the chalice here. So this is intuition. Are we rebirthing ambition with intuition? Ambition, intuition. And wealth. Pluto and Jupiter. And wealth. New kind of wealth. This is really interesting. Right. Okay. Yeah, let's just look at this underlying story. We have cacao with initiation. Pluto and Uranus. Trust. Grace. Elder wisdom. Okay. I'm going to go to the mystical shaman deck and just see what this is speaking to. So if I whisper the songline of intuition and ambition with the eclipse, what's happening? Harvest. Something about to harvest the crops that we've been too distracted to get to. And these are like inner crops. And where external programming has kept us looking outwards, we've never really had time to harness and harvest that inner crop of wealth, of intuition and sacred sacral, art, joy, where wealth becomes a byproduct of creating in joy. Wealth doesn't lead, it isn't bottom line driven. That's like the end, that's like, it is like a byproduct. Changing, yeah, that's. So changing our relationship to money, and what's showing up in the collective is the money wound. People are doing some of the most amazing work with the money wound. And with the gatherer, we have the hunter. I'm just noticing my jaw is locking, my ears are doing something funny, and higher heart and throat are activating in this. I'm just going to keep going. What more can we learn from this? Oh, that's interesting. Look at this. Time dissolving. Time dissolving. And seriously, I know I'm from England, and I know we're preoccupied with time and weather, but how have we got to April? How is it April already? Bobinsana, 8, and trust. Something about DNA coming in here. There's something about the 8th house of Scorpio, shared resources, and disentangling from DNA. Something. And it's to do with time. Okay, more messages, please. And as ever, while I'm in it, I don't even remember what I'm saying. So feel free to speak to this, drop a comment like you do. I don't even need to ask you anymore. And let's see if we can, yeah, this is clarity coming here. Okay. So we're washing something away here, washing the land clean to come into a new alignment. And again, it's so soft and gentle, this energy. So, new alignment, new blueprint. So look at all these new blueprints coming straight in to the reliability and stability of the goat, of that new Capricornian structure, because the 3 needs the 4. The 3 is like bursting, but it's an unstable shape, and it needs stability of that 4 to plop into, to become, to experience itself. Underlying story. There's a nervousness. It's almost like a wobble in my throat chakra. And my sacral is corresponding, and my dantian is activating. My dantian is palpating. So my throat chakra is opening so wide, it's like the wind is coming through it. And here what I get is about what we've sacrificed in the pursuit of linear time. This is very Saturnian. What we've sacrificed, yeah, that takes me straight back to this beautiful being here. The sacrifice is the freedom of self-expression. In a nutshell, it has many, many tendrils. The freedom to express creativity and passion and love, all kind of got squashed back there with the heavy, heavy karmic wheel that's dissolving, will be dissolving for some time. Where am I going from here? Bear with me. I'm going to go to the ethereal deck. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Right. I want to bring that in. Lots of Capricorn energy today. And this is giving me a different message. Four of Pentacles traditionally is about what are you holding on too tightly to? It can be, it's the money wound. It can be the money wound if it's about money, but it's about physical resource. So the home, the job, the car, physical resource, energy, where your energy goes. But today, this is talking about what are you building slowly and consistently and sustainably, sustainable building. And I want to bring that in to hold this energy because what's coming in is looking really lovely. So, sorry. I'll include you, shall I? So the Three of Wands immediately is bringing in air, fire, water, earth, and the moon. This is almost like the refusing of the pentagram. And it speaks to the rootedness of the Four of Pentacles. And it speaks to the sacrifice of burning something old down. It might be as simple as a belief system. It might be something as big as a long-term relationship or job. Or what we've been invested in that we called maybe love or passion. I'm bringing all of the elements together in a different way. How can I do this differently? What is my gut saying in this? What is my earth, air, fire, water, ether saying in this? And that's going to point us back in to the higher sensory perception. To birth love in the grail of the heart, to be really mindful and conscientious and conscious about what is being poured into the heart. As we start to ponder the new beginnings. And I don't know how you experienced the eclipse. For me, it was kind of, it was so new. I didn't have words. I didn't have labels. I couldn't identify. the energy, which is great because that means I'm not pulling from my subconscious to recreate the same thing. But the only thing that I really noticed were these 3 or 4 mysterious and sudden waves of excitement. And I felt them come in like a wave and hit the shore and go out. That so far is my only experience. So if that was a feeling of things to come, it was a wonderful feeling. So we have emotional satisfaction here. Emotionally full, emotion not full, satisfied, sated, fed, nurtured, filling your own cups. Cups of wisdom and love and wealth and immaterial wealth. Self-sustainability in love, so that nothing can wobble you. Yeah, that's such a strong space to build from. Because the moment you notice the love is absent, you might just need to adjust your course. Where's the love? And the underlying card, is this going to get interesting? I love these underlying. Oh my goodness me. Okay, major arcana coming in. So major arcana tends to be like the big global picture. Minor arcana is the personal. So we have the lovers coming in, and the heart seeks balance. The chalice, the grail, seeks balance. And so every moment we have a choice of where is the love, which seems to be the message on the table. Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, the lovers. Where is the love? Is that what this is called? Underlying story. Tearing down the edifice of our own creation, where we've believed something intellectually. We haven't felt the love in it, and we haven't even realized that we haven't felt the love in it. Cycle is changing. Mm. And the Hierophant, the Pope to the Priestess. Balance of power is what I get with that. So if the Priestess is bringing in the blueprints, the Hierophant is creating I use the word gospel without there being any religious entanglement. Yeah, I've got a beautiful vision now of, remember when they used to sit and hand draw Bibles with that beautiful gold artwork and the calligraphy lettering? It must have taken ages. And was that done to fulfill the role of religion in the world? Or can that now be done as a work of art? Just art. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to bring this in because the energy speeds up here with this will be the next underlying story. This feels a bit Mars, Saturn, square energy. It's where we're going to meet the conflict of this. What's being built here, the next underlying story is where we're going to meet the conflict of that in the world. Yeah. Where we get accused of being a dreamer. Okay. This is beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to pull one card each from these two beautiful decks. Sorry, I can't remember what they're called, but I bet you recognize them from these. How do you mother yourself? Is a great question. With all of this love on the table, how do you mother yourself? So this is coming, these are both speaking to soul alignment. This is coming into alignment with the soul. So I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Don't get hung up on those words. Let's say organic, the organic song called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. Underlying is about self-nourishment. So it's like the dissolving of the codependent relationship. It's the dissolving of the looking out rather than the looking in. Nourishment, care, tenderness, and rest. That's lovely. And a message from here. Ah, there's the clash. You're not for everyone, but the codependency will tell you that you need to be liked by that. You need to be liked and approved of, maybe by everything that you touch. But weirdness is way more interesting. What did I say the other day? We've confused belonging with same. And belonging, you can feel it in the soul. Same is adapted behavior. It's where we've been looking for our soul group and doing our damn best in that. But now it's just going to switch to kind of this more organic setting if we just fall into it. Okay. We'll have a final message from here, and then if I can find them, I'll pull a final message from the cheeky abundance cards. I don't know what I've done with them. Oh, they're there. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Stop overthinking and face your true north. You're already doing it. I've been saying this so much recently, because as that gap of nothingness opens up, as the void starts to open up, and potential starts to open up, the part of us that's hardwired to produce will want to know what the next step is. But where is this going? And I've seen so much of that coming up in the collective. You're already doing it. It took me 10 years to realize that the thing I can't not do, my default setting, is all over my natal chart, all over my numerological chart. It's my coding. Now I can use my personal resource to fight that forever and keep pursuing the linear corporate ambition, all of that. Or I can just be completely obedient to my inner 30. So many threes in my chart. It's hard. It's very hard. And you're already doing it. I've been doing it since I was a little girl. But the system pulls us in so many directions. We become this disparate spider. But what's at the core is the body of who you are. It's like I said the other day, when you know your song, so your date of birth contains your instrument, your metronome, and your place in the orchestra. Added together is your song. And when you attune to those key vibrational frequencies, sound vibration frequency, and just let go, that will absolutely guide you on the right path. You will be guided by you, by your soul. Sound, vibration, and frequency. All right, let's wrap this up. Final message. Right, I literally just heard these cards say, I'm all over the place. And that was followed by abundance is all over the place. Make of that what you will. Thank you. Abundance is all over the place. That's the name of the deck, by the way. Oh my heavens to Betsy. This is beautiful. Self-worth, who you were before the first wounding. So all of my work is grown wounded child. So I work with PTSD and trauma. And as I take the client back and back down their timeline, there comes this switch point where glee erupts. It just erupts. And it's like there's this layer that is impermeable, where the divine child remains safe until it's ready to express, unharmed, untainted. It's the most glorious thing to witness. And that's self-worth. It's nothing to do with self-esteem. Self-esteem is how the personality wants to be seen. Self-worth is core. That's core. Chiron, clearing, karma. I've just seen that card. That's here. Still in this big karmic clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. I'm not reading any more of that. That's where we've got lost in our pursuit of more. Empty, 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 empty. Into the limitlessness. Wow. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, in my early learning, I was trying to write words to describe the soul. Try that. That's a great writing exercise. To describe the soul. And soul is just as ineffable as it gets. So I was given this image, and it's bloody funny. Have you ever seen one of those bright orange rubber balls? So bright orange rubber ball, but it has suckers coming out at 360 degrees. And you throw it at a wall and it sticks. That was the image I was given in my early learning for the soul. And the soul is incorruptible. Our connection to it is damageable. And what I was shown after that was a 1950s switchboard operator with horn-rimmed glasses, like putting connections, you know, when they connect the wire into the switchboard. And so each one of these suckers coming off the ball was a connection into soul, like the multi-dimensional, with soul as the chariot, almost, multi-dimensional connection to the universe. And that's what that's just given me again. The multi-dimensional connection to the universe. Limitless. Galactic being. That's it. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for being here. You make this all very gorgeous and worthwhile, and I do enjoy doing this. So I'm going to wish you a wonderful weekend. Happy singing your soul song into life. And I will be back with you all again soon. Much love. Bye.